becoming more and more. Um, After the Billy Joe Saunders fight, Demetrius Andrade comes up in the presser, and Demetrius Andrade is asking, he's congratulating Canelo, and he's saying, when are you and me gonna fight? And Canelo says, well, you face nobody. You face nobody. You champion, but you face nobody. So Demetrius Andrews is like, well, that's it. Everybody doesn't face anybody. Everybody has to come from somewhere. So let's have a fight between you and me. So he says, get the fuck out of here, right? Canelo starts saying that. And Demetrius Andrews' father, I try to move his father out, Demetrius Andrews' father's like, Demetrius' father's like, come on, man, let's have the fight, man. You say at 150 you avoided him, at 160 you avoided him, 154. That's his father saying that. So Canelo tells him, I'm gonna fuck you up, motherfucker. That's what he literally says. And Demetrius had his dad, and he's like, bring it on, you bitch, you bitch. As the security is escorting him out, Demetrius Andrew in the meantime is trying to still nail down the fight. So he's like, man, don't talk to my dad like that. Don't talk to my dad like that. So Canelo goes on, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, right? And Demetrius Andrews is like, I'm going to see you outside. He's like, you want payday? Payday? You want payday? I'm telling you, man, that was the first time I had actually seen how entertaining Canelo could be. And I can see he's borrowing some bits from Floyd's formula, but at the same time, he's Canelo. And I really enjoyed that. I actually enjoyed that session. Not to mention, though, Canelo, he should face Demetrius Andrade, right? But I think what a lot of people don't realize is, and of course, as the fights get more competitive, like this fight that's coming up here, Caleb Plant's going to be a very competitive fight. I can tell you that right now. And for those of you who doubted me, those of you out there who said Caleb Plant did not land a solar plexus shot, I'm going to show you it. Not only did Ness from the Boxing Voice, he did a still. I'm going to show you. I'm going to actually bring out a video and show you guys. Because I know my boxing, man. I know my boxing. And what I just realized was Caleb Plant also caught him with a slap. I actually heard the sound of the slap hitting Canelo's face. So he snapped back, but he didn't quite get away from the shot. But Canelo got incredible reflexes, right? So Plant did land a solar plexus shot, a body shot. And that's what shocked Canelo, and he jumped back even further. But Caleb Plant's a bad boy, man. He's a bad boy. And y'all really ruling out Caleb Plant. And I'm going to tell you this again. I'm going to repeat myself. Caleb Plant is going all 12 rounds with Canelo. All right? And this fight is going to be competitive as hell. And Canelo knows this. Canelo knows this from the get-go. He knows this. That's why he knows he needs to have a mental edge somehow on Caleb Plant. First, he tried to bully Caleb Plant. It didn't work. Caleb Plant hasn't budged. Caleb Plant is focused. He's in the zone. He's dialed in. Errol Spence was talking about Caleb Plant getting hit with the slap. I thought the slap hit Caleb Plant on the side of his face. Didn't. It actually caught him between his shoulder and his neck. So he almost completely rolled the shot, actually. And he came back with the body shot on Canelo that shocked Canelo. So what appears to be something that y'all think Canelo actually had a one-up on Caleb Plant, nope, he did not. All right, but I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to bring the video and show y'all, okay? Because a lot of y'all don't know shit about boxing, and I'm beginning to realize this. But a couple people in the boxing world beginning to understand and respect the sport, because I don't play that. And I'm telling you, man, Caleb is equal to the task against Canelo. I know this already. I know this. And even that experience barrier that I thought was going to be something, it ain't going to be something. In this fight. This is going to be down to the nail. It's going to be who wanted more. That's what it's going to end up being. Canelo's power ain't going to be a factor in this fight. I'm telling you right now. Canelo, actually, after looking at their altercation, I think Caleb Plant's the bigger, stronger guy. Honestly. So we're going to see who's going to be running from who in this fight. I think Canelo going to have to be more elusive like he was against Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs obviously was a bigger guy in that fight. And Canelo did never walk down Danny Jacobs. You notice that. Again, certain fighters, once you got defense and you know how to pivot and stuff, Canelo can't walk you down. He can't bully you like he wants to. Danny Jacobs was one of them. And so anybody telling me Danny Jacobs don't have skills, they don't know what the hell they talking about. Because he have a lot of skills and he's plenty slick. Okay? Now, having said all of that, it's gonna be a good fight. I'm telling y'all, man, it's gonna be a good fight. Caleb Plant versus Canelo is gonna be a good fight, and Caleb Plant is going nowhere. I'm telling y'all again, David Benavidez, this message for you. Talking about Canelo gonna knock out Caleb Plant. Who you think it is? You said you wanted to fight with Caleb Plant. Then you went and messed it up on the scales. That was on you. Okay? But you will get your shot at Caleb Plant. Don't worry. You'll get your shot at Caleb Plant. Okay? But this one thing I'm gonna tell you right now. You talking about Canelo knock out Caleb Plant. What happened if Caleb Plant dropped Canelo? Have you ever considered that? I know Canelo's never been dropped. But suppose Caleb Plant drops him. What you gonna say then? So shut your mouth. You're only 24 years old. You're new to this game. You might know a lot. You might be a double world champion, but shut your mouth and watch the fight. And root for your boy Caleb Plant. And root for your boy Canelo if you want to. Right? I know the potential of Caleb Plant. I watched clips of Caleb Plant. He is no bum. He made Ustategui. Ustategui still went the distance, but he beat that fool. And he beat him on the inside and he beat him on the outside. Because Caleb Plant can fight on the inside and can fight on the outside. Yeah, he messed up his hand in that fight. We all know that. And he still fought through it. So, Caleb Plant is tough. And he would fight through any situation. He is a lot stronger than people think. Hell, a lot stronger. I know he's stronger than Canelo. Right? And it's going to be very interesting. That's all I got to say. This is going to be an interesting fight. I don't know who's going to win the fight. But I can tell you this. It ain't going to be no easy fight. It's not no stroll in the park. And these are the two best 168 pounders. It ain't you, David Benavidez. And you hungry? I see that. You want to go down to 160, try and fight Charlo. That's a dumb idea. Make Charlo come up to your weight class. Don't go down to his because you can't lose that weight. Bruh, don't do it to yourself. You're going to weaken yourself. That make no sense. You hungry for fights? You hungry for this? You can get yourself in position. You got time. You're only 24 years of age. Don't rush things. Take your time. Build your game. You still got to build your inside game. You got nice little combinations. You got decent defense. Don't get me wrong. You don't have elite defense, but you got decent defense. Right? You've been dropped before. I've seen you be dropped before. You still open for that shot. I see the left hook. You still open for that left hook in certain times. Work on your game. Work on your game because you get hit too easy. You can't win no fight getting hit so easy. And trust me, guys can go 12 rounds with you. Easy. I make you look like a fool. So, if I was you, I work on my defense. I work on my game. Okay, Caleb Plant will beat your ass if you ever face Caleb Plant. All right, he will beat you. Okay, and he'll even bully you at certain points. He'll bully you. He push you around the ring. You know why? You don't have no fucking defense, bro. Not like Caleb Plant and not like Canelo. All right. So that's all I gotta say. And Caleb Plant's strong. He's a strong boy. He's a strong motherfucker. Okay. Now, as to Canelo saying, "Oh, don't call me motherfucker" and stuff, he was trying to demand some respect from Caleb, which it ain't gonna happen. And Caleb can call him motherfucker as much as he wants. He would call him motherfucker every day of the week. You know why? Because you call Demetrius Andrade motherfucker, and you don't expect reciprocity. You don't expect it to come back on you. Come on, man, be for real, Canelo. He gonna call you motherfucker every time he see it. He gonna pull your strings. He gonna call you motherfucker till you die. DF. Billy Joe Saunders beats Plant. Callum Smith beats Plant. You're a fanboy. Well, that's the funniest thing you said today. Billy Joe Saunders beats Plant. Billy Joe Saunders is retired. Canelo retired his ass from boxing. He broke his eye open, told him Billy Joe Saunders is such a bitch. He's not gonna come back into boxing. Billy Joe Saunders is done with boxing. He's not coming back. He a punk. That is a punk. And I thought he was, I rated him so highly because of his skills and stuff, but he a punk. You understand? I think he want to get a fight with Chris Eubank Jr. now. He ain't even thinking about Caleb Plant or David Benavidez or any top tier 168 pounder. He ran from Demetrius Andrade. He didn't want no fight with Demetrius Andrade. Right? He preferred to fight some old washed out English dude. You making it fun, man. You funny, man. You got jokes. This dude ain't got no confidence, man. Man have skills. Don't get me wrong. He got skills. Billy Joe Saunders got skills. But the boy don't have no confidence. skip out on the face off with Canelo. You know he was afraid. He's afraid. He was trying to find a way to get out of that Canelo fight. That boy is a joke. What do you say about Callum Smith now? Callum Smith beats Plant. Let me put it to you this way. Callum Smith a young guy too. He like David Benavidez. They're two young guys. And Callum Smith, he's a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. He's a good fighter. He's solid. He just wasn't ready for Canelo. He's solid. He's a good fighter. He might be better than David Benavidez. David Benavidez might be tougher, but he might be better than David Benavidez. Canelo would dog walk David Benavidez. Y'all tripping. Canelo would dog walk David Benavidez. He too young. He too young. He would dog walk him. Canelo would walk down the same way how he did with Callum Smith. Why? Because David Benavidez don't have no inside game. You got to have inside game against Canelo. You have to fight Canelo in the pocket, my dude. If you can't fight Canelo in the pocket, you're going to lose. You ain't going to be moving all around the ring boxing against Canelo. He going to box you out. You have to fight him toe to toe. You have to face up and man up to him. And you got to let him know you smaller than me. And Caleb Plant, when they went in the face-off there, he showed Canelo, I'm a big dude. I can take your punch. Can you take mine? Y'all ain't even understand what the message was there. I mean, don't get it twisted now. I'm not saying that because Caleb Plant is bigger, that means he wins automatically. I'm not saying that, not at all. I know Canelo can fight as a smaller fighter and still maneuver around you. That's what you see a lot of you guys. Again, I'm going to say this again. Go watch Canelo versus Triple G 1. When you get your head out of Triple G's ass, you will realize that Canelo outboxed Triple G. Okay? So, for those of you out there who feel that Canelo cannot box and he can't move and he can't be slippery, you got another thing coming. Because he's not only a great counterpuncher, he's also very slippery. And he's got very good footwork. Okay? So, that's why I said, because I saw him against Danny Jacobs. And when Danny Jacobs was coming on, Canelo still found a way to land his punches in on Danny Jacobs. So he's got a lot of skill. Don't get it twisted. Canelo got a lot of skill. So, let me just make it abundantly clear. Just because Caleb Plant pushed him back in the face-off does not mean that Caleb Plant will be able to bully Canelo. He's not going to be able to bully. I tell you, this is going to be a close fight. This is going to be a good fight. Danny Jacobs would also beat Plant. Plant cuts too easy. Well, that Canelo cuts too easy, you dumbass. Come on, stupid. He got cut under his elbow. It's the glasses. It's sharp, and the glasses cut Canelo's Plant's face, and it cut Canelo's elbow in the altercation. It's like a street fight that just went down. You know what I'm saying? And Plant slapped him. He caught him with a left hook, basically, and then he hit him with a right to the solar plexus, which I will show you in a clip that I'm going to come out with in a minute. All right? Listen, bro, I'm not one of those fanboys. I love Canelo. I'm a big Canelo fan, but I'm not a fanboy. Okay? I like Canelo bad. Especially when he's very vocal. I like Canelo a lot. I like what he's doing. This is actually hyping up boxing as far as I'm concerned. And also, I like Caleb Plant. I really do. But I ain't no stupid fool that don't understand that Caleb Plant is a serious threat to Canelo right now. You know, and if you want to fanboy out and behave like an asshole, that's your business. But for me, I'm going to see for what it is. And I told you I'm not going to call this fight. This is a 50-50 fight. I'm not calling nothing. I picked no sides. But I can tell you this. I'm going to tell you this. This fight is going the distance. 1. And 2, it's going to be a close-ass fight. And Canelo knows that. Caleb Plant knows that. It's going to be who's hungry and who wants it more. That's what this fight's going to end up being. It's going to be a hell of a fight. Y'all going to respect Caleb Plant at the end of this fight. Win, lose, or draw. And y'all going to look at people like myself who keep on talking about defense and talking about it's like Andre Ward versus Floyd Mayweather. All this stuff that I've been saying, y'all going to respect what I say. Because y'all don't respect me. A lot of you clowns out here feel I'm just one of you. You know. But I know what I see. And none of y'all see that. Y'all never saw the body punch. Y'all never saw the body punch. But I did think that the slap missed Canelo. I thought Canelo snapped back and the slap went by him. Nope. Caleb actually got that slap in. That was crazy. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And where I thought Canelo had landed, he had place planted Caleb plant on his left side and hit him hard on his left side. Actually, his shoulder and his neck. He more caught him on his neck, which was interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Because Caleb plant walked back this way, so it did get. It looked like it got between the shoulder and the shoulder and the neck. Why is that so important? It's because I box, motherfucker. I box. So I'm very particular about positioning and what's happening in the ring and all the specifics. Because I'm watching everything. Because I actually box. Right? Some of you guys don't box. You just run this. You understand? Y'all have no respect for the game. No respect for the game. You just suck a fighter's dick and that's it. I'm not into that shit. Okay? I'm into the game. I'm into the boxing game because I want to go out and actually have a fight. So I have to be, training. I have to be in shape. I have to be disciplined, and I have to be watching for what really is happening, not what you think is happening. And a lot of times, I remember Caleb Plant even talking about this. A lot of people don't see the real stuff that's going on in the boxing ring. A lot of people see what the obvious stuff, but there's some subtle stuff in there. There's the nuance in boxing that y'all don't pay no attention to, and I'm just drawing it to your attention. Okay, I'm drawing it to your attention, and I'm 100% correct in what I just said, and I'm pretty sure my prediction is going to be 100% correct, barring some weird bizarre thing happens. That's exactly how that fight is going to go. It's a nail-biting fight, and guess what? That's not the only one. I just looked at Alexander Usyk versus Anthony Joshua. Usyk looks big. And he's almost as tall as Joshua. That's another interesting fight. I cannot predict, and I'm not even going to try. I do not know who will win this fight. Because Usyk can box his ears off. And then, the other fight that I'm not going to try and predict, people are saying that Terence Crawford most likely will come through with the win. Maybe. But I'm not putting all my eggs in the basket for that. Sean Porter versus Terence Crawford. And there's a lot of Terence Crawford fans out there. Again, we got fanboys out there, and then we got people who are fans, but they're reasonable people. When I meet a fanboy, I know you're a fanboy from the minute you start saying some real dumbass shit. I know you don't know nothing about boxing. You're just a fan of a boxer, okay? I'm not into you guys, okay? Because I really care about the sport. Now, some of you behave like fanboys, but you're not really fanboys. You actually fans of the sport. And then there's some of y'all are just straight haters. You just hate a certain fighter. I'm one of them. I hate Triple G, okay? This is what it is. I'm a hater of Triple G. I'm telling y'all that right straight up. So take what I say with a pinch of salt. But other than that, there's some fighters you're going to hate, whatever. And I don't mean hate as in I hate the person Triple G. No, I don't hate the person. I just hate that people tell lies about this dude. This dude is not all that. Really, for real. I still am mad that people are saying Adelaide's Bird's scorecard was wide and weird. It was not. Canelo did beat Triple G 10 rounds to 2. He did beat Triple G 9 rounds to 3. He did beat his ass. He beat him. I'm going to say it again. And Canelo, and I'm not the only person. There's some very qualified people out there, like Jeff Mayweather, like Floyd Sr., that said Canelo won. And Jeff Mayweather agreed with Adelaide's Bird's scorecard. He had it 9-3. I had it 9-3 too. What did Triple G do in that fight? Pursue, add pressure. But what came of his pressure? Did he get to land the punches he wanted to land? No. Oh, his jab was on point. When did he snap Canelo's head back? Give me one memorable moment that Triple G had in that entire fucking fight. If you can't remember a memorable moment, he lost that damn fight. Okay, he lost it. Canelo beat his ass. And I don't care whoever says what. I know what I saw. And just because Canelo was boxing off the back foot and staying on the ropes didn't mean that he wasn't landing punches and combinations and he wasn't tagging up Triple G's ass. Yeah, he did knock him out. Triple G's tough. But other than that, other than not knocking him out, he hit him with the kitchen sink. Okay? He hit him with everything. So I don't, and this is why I said to people that, you know, I know Canelo is a bigger version of Floyd. I know he's Mexican Floyd. He called him Mexican Floyd Mayweather. That's why they hate him so much, right? Right? I think he's getting unfair hate for the clenbuterol issue where he got dirty. But I understand where Caleb Plant is coming from. Caleb Plant's like, you were found dirty. Whether they reverse the situation or not, you know, because they did reverse the suspension and cleared his name. Even so, that dirt's still on him. You know what I mean? Which is sad. And I think Canelo's a clean fighter because Vada has not picked up nothing on Canelo since then. He has stayed straight and narrow clean. All right? Eddie Reynoso will be sweating and all kinds of things because this is the second time he's seen a lot of altercations. Eddie Reynoso, get used to it, bro. Get used to it. Because right now, all we got in the waters is sharks. Canelo's a shark. Caleb Plant's a shark. David Benavidez is a shark. Jamal Charlo's a shark. Demetrius Andre's a shark. Up at 175, we got Dimitri Bivol is a shark, and we got what's the guy name? That's a guy I really like, the Russian dude. He a shark too. It's just sharks everywhere, and the sharks are not going to come with respect. They're not going to give you that. They'll give you the respect after the fight, maybe, but they're not going to give you no respect. And Canelo's not going to get no respect. He's a hell of a fighter though, but expect intense hostility. This is the fight game. This is the fight game. And the fighters, they hungry. And they're going to come for what you have. And some people saying, well, this is bad press. I heard Stephen F. Spinoza saying this is not the way to go. And dude, I'm telling you now. I know y'all don't want it to be a raucous. And y'all don't want to just see hands throwing all the time. But back in the day, in throwback days, this is how it was. This is how it was. This is how it was. And Canelo's not no softy. You know that. He not going to take nothing sitting down. And you know he would throw hands. And you know he's accurate throwing his hands. So I'm just saying. Now, a lot of people are afraid for what will happen in the next presser. And they may warn Caleb Plant or Canelo. Or they might find them or whatever. But listen, man. Them guys got to be what they are. They are fighters. They are gladiators. This is what they do. All right? You may have to keep them far apart from each other or something. Because anytime they come together, it's going to be fireworks. And you have to expect that. That's the game we're in. We're in the fight game. This is not... Nobody plays boxing. This is not WWE, ladies and gentlemen. This is not just entertainment. These guys mean what they say, and they believe what they say, and they believe it with conviction. You know what I mean? Canelo don't play around. And y'all gonna have respect for Caleb Plant. Y'all will have respect for Caleb Plant. I guarantee you, y'all will have respect for Caleb Plant. When all is said and done, you will have respect for Caleb Plant. That much I can tell you. So any one of you guys who little punks and stuff, because I know y'all can't step up to no plate and handle what these guys doing. But all of y'all who've been trying to discredit Caleb Plant think that he's going to just get washed by Canelo. That is not happening this fight. That's all I'm saying. That's my point. I guarantee you that's not happening. Canelo's not washing him. It's going to be a close fight. It is definitely going to be a close fight. We're going to see who's going to win. But it's going to be a close fight. I can tell you that now. All right. So that's all I got to say about that. And kudos to Canelo if he could pull it off. Kudos to Caleb Plant. Big kudos to Caleb Plant if he pulls it off. It's going to be huge for him. And hopefully the judges judge this fight correctly. Because you know how these judges are. And also, in addition, whoever the winner is, if they don't have a rematch, that winner should take on David Benavidez. David Benavidez, yours is coming now. Your turn is coming. So all that chitty-chat, you better seal that mouth up. Because you're talking about Jamal Charlo. Forget Jamal. He's small fry, man. He a little dude. You're going to have a 168-pounder to face. You are next. So regardless of if Canelo wins or if David Benavidez or if Caleb Plant wins, you're going to be next on the list, on the menu. Either one of them is going to eat you alive. So you better get yourself ready. You better get your defense ready, because both those guys can beat your ass, and you would learn that very quickly. Right? So you're very skilled, very talented. You're 24 years of age. You got a lot of experience past your years. You know, you screwed up a couple times, and now you're walking straight and narrow. But I'm gonna tell you this, bro. You say Caleb Plant can't punch? Okay, we will see if he can't punch. We'll see if he can't punch. Saying he can't punch. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if he can't punch. He's gonna be going up against Canelo, and then after that, he's gonna come for you if he wins. If he doesn't win, Canelo's coming for you. Either way, you better get ready. That's what you better do. You better seal your mouth, because you're gonna be next on the menu. These sharks don't play around. You a shark yourself, but sharks eat sharks. So you better get yourself ready, because you're next. You're next. Whatever happens, you're next. So I hope you understand that. You know, and for Canelo, man, you know, I can't praise him enough for facing Caleb Plant. You know, that is the next best 168 pounder out there. You know, I thought Billy Joe Saunders was better than Caleb Plant. Come to understand, he doesn't have the confidence. He don't have the confidence. He don't believe in himself. He does not believe in himself. All right, that's why he had to take that inhalant thing. You know, and he always sabotaged in fights to enter them, because he don't believe in himself like that. That's why he get his ass whooped. And if you don't believe in yourself, you get broken eye orbital. You get broken eye orbital. Because in this game, it's merciless. So you better commit yourself to you better commit to yourself, and you better have confidence in yourself in this game. Otherwise you get badly hurt. Pretending and fronting. Because if you fronting, you're gonna get iced. You're gonna get hurt bad. And that's what happened with Billy Joe Saunders. And now he's talking to the press and all of this stuff. He's running his mouth as usual. You know what I mean? Now, I have a lot of respect for these guys that get into the square circle. Don't get me wrong. Because I have never been in the square circle like that. On that level. But don't get it twisted, man. The dude is not Caleb Plant. So stop comparing Caleb Plant to them two jokers, man. Stop doing it. Stop disrespecting. Because you're going, you know, just like those Pactards, you're going to have to eat your words. You're going to have to eat your words. Okay? You're going to have to eat your words. Right now, the Pactards can't even eat their own words. Right now, they're still in shell shock about something that happened 6 years ago. Floyd beat Pacquiao's ass. They still can't handle it. Okay? They still in doubt, disbelief. They still can't own up to the L. Okay? So stop it. Alright? Because a lot of y'all shit talk out there. Then you shit talk so much, you get your fighter in trouble, and then he gets his ass beat. Next thing, Caleb Plant go beat Canelo, and then you have nothing to say. You got to eat your words. Then you praying for Caleb Plant's downfall. Just like how you prayed for Canelo's downfall when he beat Triple G's ass. And he beat him twice, by the way. Right? So that's all I got to say about that. And I'm looking forward to seeing who will win this fight. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to pick a winner. Bro. You're not going to get that from me. That's like at lightweight, you're not going to see me picking winners. As much as Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez, I'm going to sit back and watch that. I'm not picking no winner. I'm just watching. I want to see who will rise out of the ashes. Who's going to be at the top. That's what I want to see. I'm not going to pick no winners, man. Anyways, man, people, what you need in the building. I'm so excited for this fight. I can see some of you guys are super excited. DF is very excited. He just don't know how to express himself. So he's saying a lot of stupid stuff. But I know you guys are excited for this fight. And that's the good thing about it. And root for who you're rooting for. If you're rooting for Canelo, then go for it, man. And you rooting for the knockout, okay? That ain't going to happen, though. I'm telling you right now. That ain't happening. That's like Mayweather knocking out Pacquiao. Pacquiao knocking out Mayweather. That ain't happening. That's not. You can hope, but it ain't gonna happen. So that's what I got for now. Man, this year is just heating up, and this is the fight of the year. This is gonna be the fight of the year, and there's no other fight as big as this fight. This fight is for the 168 undisputed championship. It has never happened before in the history of 168, and I hope we get a champion. I don't care who it is, and. It's just epic. It's historical. It's a once in a lifetime kind of thing. Showtime has got it, and I'm telling you right now, man. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be the most exciting fight. I'm telling you of 2021. This is going to be the fight everybody's going to talk about for a couple of years to come. I think it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a tremendous fight, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to be tactical. It's absolutely going to be tactical, but I think it's going to have some. It's going to have a little bit of everything in it. You know, drama, guts, glory, shock. Some people going to get shocked at how Caleb Plant is performing, and Canelo going to make adjustments. And it's going to be an interesting fight. It's going to be a very interesting fight. The only thing y'all might not get from it is a knockout, but other than that, you might get just about everything else that could come from a very interesting fight. Because I think these two guys, this is going to be a great learning curve for Caleb Plant in terms of championship experience with the best champion out there right now, the number one guy out there right now. So you can't beat this. This is going to be a hell of a fight. I'm telling you, man. You know what's amazing though? This is Canelo's second undefeated fighter in a row. Undefeated champion, sorry, in a row. Never seen that shit before, ever. Nobody's ever done that. So that's pretty crazy as well in and of itself. No, sorry, this will be the third. Sorry, this will be the third undefeated champion Canelo would have faced in a row. That's fucking phenomenal. So we'll see how it goes. Definitely, win, lose or draw, Canelo's gonna be immortalized by this fight, and I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to see this fight. All right, leave your comments in the comment section below. What you need in the building, but Canelo is just very entertaining. He's now becoming more open, more spoken, speaking more English. I love it. 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 He's becoming a big box office hit now. He's gonna become, if he keeps on being outspoken like that. You know, but again, he doesn't have to be that way. If he likes being less of that, so be it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, let's just see the fights, man. But the preview for this fight is heating up, and it's like for real. You know, it was a real thing that we saw there, and that's what I like about boxing. It can be very dangerous, you know, but I like that about boxing. But the two guys, man, I wish them both the best of luck, and may the best man win. We're gonna talk more about this fight. Woo-wee! All right, I'm gonna put out the video now. Oh, by the way, what you need is a channel that you can also donate to via Western Union or MoneyGram. Basically, just message me if you want to donate to my channel. Don't forget that. But in addition, you can share these videos, like, subscribe, etc. I'm not always 100% correct on predictions. Anything can happen in the sport of boxing. But if you listen to my reasoning, usually the fights do go according to the reasoning that I give. Why? Because, again, there are just certain things about boxing that never change. They just never change. So once you follow those things in boxing, you get better at predicting fights, one. Two, you also be able to find a logical reason why this fight and that fight will work out the way it does. But we know, we could tell that each guy is trying to get a psychological advantage over each other. And they're literally looking for ways to elevate themselves and to elevate, get an edge off the other opponent without cheating. You know what I'm saying? And that's competition. It's supposed to be that way, right? And you guys get bragging rights. You fans get bragging rights. I'm gonna catch you guys later though. But I love boxing though. I love boxing, not just for the competition aspect, but also the preparation. And you gotta be truthful to yourself and the discipline that's necessary to keep on going and to work hard to make sure that you are the best you could be. I'm gonna catch you guys later, man. Don't forget, we're gonna talk a little bit more about, again, welterweight world champions. Look out for my next post in the community section. All right, peace.